Hello and welcome to the Get Cozi Podcast. I'm your host, Alea. So grab a drink, grab a snack, grab your project, and get cozy because in today's podcast episode, not only will I be announcing the first winner of the month of gratitude, but I'm just going to talk about stuff that's on my mind. So I hope you stay for the rest of the video. I understand if you want to skip to the end and see who won and see how you can win the next prize, but I hope you'll spend some time with me today. And, yeah, I just feel like yapping. I got on here. Um, Kids are in bed. Today was a really good day. I went to the yarn store. I haven't been to a yarn store since I got back from my trip to South Korea. Before I get started on that, I was supposed to post a podcast episode of me and my husband talking about our trip to South Korea. And it was supposed to come up before this, like the month of gratitude. However, it's one of those podcasts that I would have to edit because there's a lot of pauses and stuff like that. Like we get phone calls and stuff throughout the day. So, or my kids are screaming in the background. But I have to edit it, and it's like almost 2 hours. So I haven't done that yet. But y'all let me know if that's something you're still interested in, or if anything, I'll just put it up for my members only so then they can, have a peek at it if they're interested in it. But I've been back home now for about 2 months. I miss it. I went to South Korea and Japan, and like I was saying, the last yarn store that I went to was in Japan. But I also went to like a few Korean yarn stores as well. And I did a whole haul and stuff like that. I'll link it down below if you're interested in that. But today was my first time going back to my local yarn store. And if you don't know, my local yarn store is Mother of Yarns in Chesapeake, Virginia. I love that place so much. It is my safe space. It's my happy space. My husband called it like my days off. But because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I work every single day. But he calls them like my days off where he like takes the kids and then I go outside by myself and do whatever I like to do. And 9 times out of 10, I will be going to Mother of Yarns to sit there and knit or crochet, or do any type of like design work. And I'm going to share with you today. I might not have my design journal in here with me. It'll come up in another podcast episode, but I want to share with you what I've been working on when I was there, my plans for this project, and also what I bought. So I am doing a stash bust sweater. I realized that I don't have enough of handmade sweaters in my closet. My mom took my grape juice pullover that I by what's it called, Tiny Couch Crochet for her book. She took that one. It's in her closet. I gotta get that back because that's actually one of my favorite like pullovers. And I made like a freehand crochet sweater that was in my last podcast episode. I know somebody in the comments asked me if I had a pattern for it or tutorial. I don't. That was literally one of the first like wearable things that I made that I actually like continue to wear. And it's all crochet. It's free-handed too. But if you guys are interested in learning how to do that, let me know down below. It's a super simple like pattern structure. It's literally just two panels joined together at the shoulder and then joined together on the sides and then picking up well, not picking up, but like crocheting the sleeve and then adding cuffs. That's it. And adding ribbing. But if you guys are wanting to know how to do that, let me know. It's not a pattern. I guess I could do a pattern. I'm not that advanced yet. But yeah. So after I realized like I don't have enough sweaters and we're quickly approaching like we aren't technically in sweater weather. Like it's 50 something degrees here. So I'm like I need more. I need more sweaters. Cuz a lot of the other stuff that I have is just straight up like short sleeve or like mid sleeve. So it's about time I start I start actually putting in some work and making some sweaters. So I decided I also want to like de-stash because I have so much yarn, and like looking at my collection, I'm in this mode where I'm like, okay, I have the yarn now. I don't need to buy any more yarn unless it's for a specific purpose. And I feel guilty because I did go crazy when I was in Japan. I think that's why in this mode, like, okay, I need to go in my stash instead of going out and buying new yarn. I need to use what's here. So, and I've also started like organizing it and like assigning certain like yarns to a certain project. So then I know for a fact, like, if I buy a pattern, already had the yarn for it. So I don't need to buy any more yarn. And so, that's what is leading me to this sweater. Now, I know this is Cozy Crochet Co. But today I'm going to be showing you a knitting pattern and some, yeah, it's a knitting pattern and more knitting. That's all I did today. So this sweater, like I said, is a scrappy or scrap buster sweater. And I'm using, this is what it looks like so far. Like this is the front of it, right? And it's increased on the side. So it's kind of like that t-shirt situation. It's a little bit of a high neck as well. I hope that didn't cover my mic. I'm trying to make the value of these videos better. This is not a bug. This is my microphone. Okay. I don't know where else to put it so that y'all can actually hear me. Okay. But anyway, so it's like a stash busting sweater. It's made out of, well, this one, it's two colors. So it's made out of two separate, I'm holding two, this is not the yarn. I'm holding two different yarns together. So it's like Yarn B yarn, from like, I think it's called like Secret Soft Yarn B yarn and the color Sage from Hobby Lobby. And then Furl's Wander yarn that is being discontinued. And I have like a whole bunch of like one-off balls of this, so I'm trying to use them all. I mean, I have a lot of them too. And then like Betty, she was doing some stash busting and she sent me all of her Wander yarn, and so I caked them up, and so I was like, okay, I gotta do something with them. So I'm using what I know, and I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting it to have like this effect. Like, look how beautiful that is. I'm a genius. So I'm really excited about it, and I've been like, this is day 3 of me, and so this is the back. I have a few rows until I join them together and split off for sleeves or make the sleeve. I don't know, but yeah, that's what I have so far for this sweater. And I'm using, this is, I guess you can say it's free-handed, but not really, because I'm using like the C loop tee by Other Loops to like as a guideline, but I'm using like my own numbers for it and just kind of like measuring it to my body as I go, you know what I'm saying? So there's that, but I've really been enjoying this, and I'm my plans for it, I have so much of like this sagey green yarn, and I have so many different shades of gray. So my plan is to continue using this uh sage green color, but like ombre all the different, like I have so many different shades of gray. I didn't 50 shades of gray? No. I have so many different shades of gray, and so I'm ombreing them to like lightest to darkest, and we're gonna see if I have enough. If not, do I buy another ball of yarn? I don't know. But that's kind of where I'm at with this. Like I said, I've been working on it for 3 days straight now, and I'm really excited to wear it because I really like this pattern. It works up really nicely, especially if you're working with like bulky or super bulky, not super bulky, but bulkier yarn. And that's why I put 2 worsted weights. So I guess it is kind of like a super, I don't know. I don't know, y'all, but I'm putting 2 worsted weight yarns together, and my intention is for it to be nice, pillowy, oversized, comfortable, easy to wear type of sweater. And I have like a set of green and gray, and then I have like blue. I don't remember. It's like blue and black or something like that. A whole bunch of like blue and black yarn, or maybe like blue and green. I don't know. Um, I should know, but I don't know. And so I'm making a set of like scrappy sweaters. And I don't know if I'm going to continue doing it in this like pattern structure, or if I'm going to just make just like sweaters. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll probably still use this, but I won't do like the turtleneck, and just make it like a straight up tee with maybe like a mini, like a few rows of ribbing. I don't know yet. I don't know. But I'm very confident in my skills, my knitting skills, for it to not look bad and still be wearable. So that's pretty much it for that project. I've been giving updates on this particular project on TikTok. So if you are interested in following along for this journey, you can follow me on TikTok at Cozi Crochet Co. Now, we're going to put that to rest for a little bit, and we're going to be talking about what I bought at the yarn store today. So I had a wonderful day, and I went to, like I said, Mother of Yarns in Chesapeake, Virginia. If you are from Virginia, live near Virginia. I know people who travel from like North Carolina to go to this specific store, because it really is like, in my opinion, it is one of the best yarn stores in Virginia. Yeah, I'm biased. Okay, there's a few really good yarn stores in Virginia, but that one's like my favorite. Anyway, the owner of it, I met her. Well, we are mutuals on TikTok. That's why I first met her. I want to say discovered, but I didn't discover her. But that's when I first like knew about her. I didn't know she was located in Chesapeake until she said, "Hey, I'm opening a yarn store," and I was super excited. And then she said, "It's in Chesapeake, Virginia." I said, "Oh my gosh," which is like, Chesapeake, Virginia is like 45 minutes away from me, so it's worth the drive. So that's where I went today, and I brought my little project, and I had some design work. I really don't think oh, maybe I did. I I thought about that. I can't really show you, but I had, oh, I guess I don't have my notebook. This is a very chaotic stream today, but we don't edit these streams, okay? Unless it's like really messed up. We just go with the flow. But I have this notebook that whenever I get like oh, I guess I could show you this one. Whenever I get like a good idea or something like that, I'll write it down in the notebook. Well, I write it on this notebook. I carry this notebook with me wherever I go, like in my purse or my backpack or whatever. And I write down like different ideas I have. And then I'll use like my actual design journal to write notes down, to actually do measurements, stitch counts, graphs, all that good stuff. So like, I guess I can, this isn't the like finished design, but this is like one of the blanket ideas I have. And then I have another idea for a blanket. So stuff like that. And so I wanted to like sit down and actually like design it. I didn't color it yet, but I wanted to sit down, design it, draw everything out, all that good stuff, because I need to be able to visualize it first before I can like really get into it. So normally the designs will come as a thought in my head. I'll write it down, and then I'll actually like plan it out. And so that's what I was doing there today for the first half. I got some coffee and a little sandwich, and then I went over there and started doing some planning. And I got like three blanket designs done. These blankets, you will not see these blankets for a very long time. I have so many other projects that I need to do, and designs that need to be completed, and projects that have deadlines. So maybe next year or 2 years from now, you may see them coming into fruition. I don't know. But yeah, I did a little bit of shopping as well. So I'm gonna show you what I got. So if you guys know this or don't know this about me, every time I go to the yarn store, I have to get like point protectors. And so they always have the best point protectors. And they're always like new. I never see, like, whenever I go, it's always like a new set or ones that I don't have. So this time around, I got these cute little like rainbows. So these are white. And then I also got them in this really pretty mauve color. And it's so cute. And it matches my Stitch wallet perfectly. How adorable. Or if I wanted to, I could do the white ones. That's a little bit too right. And then I don't have black ones. And I'm about to do a black project. So I got some black roses. I like to match my stitch markers to my project. And so you'll understand why I got the black one in just a second. I also picked up the Tunisian Crochet Handbook by Tony Lipsy. Now I picked this up because I have the digital version, but I need the book. I was like, let me just go ahead and grab the book. It was the last one in the store. And so I went ahead and grabbed it. This is a $25 book and it's worth every single penny. Like I said, I got the one like you can get on Kindle, but it's just not the same. Like I can't write in it. Well, I wouldn't write this. I would annotate in this, but you can't take notes. You can't like flip through it. Like your phone keeps going to sleep, all that good stuff. I just like to have a book. I now definitely value like pattern books more. So I got this one, and if you have this book, congratulations. If if you don't have this book, I would highly recommend it if you are wanting to get into Tunisian crochet. It has a lot of really good like information in it. So like one of the things that I really like is she goes in depth, like everything when it comes to like gauge, like weights of yarn, just it's just real. It's like a lot of really good information. I like that she goes through every single stitch you use in the pattern book, and she also shows you how to do like single crochet, slip stitch, single crochet, double crochet, and other crochet techniques that you need. So not only are you getting Tunisian crochet, but you're getting traditional crochet stuff as well. That's why it says beginner guide, I guess. Even me not being a beginner to Tunisian crochet, I found this very helpful because some of the, like sometimes you get really confident in your craft, but the longer you do it, the more mistakes or your techniques seem to slip for me. So this is really good for when I'm trying to like refresh my memory on some of the basic Tunisian crochet information. And so I love that the pictures are like super clear. I'm not going to zoom in too much because you need to buy this book. I'm not going to, let you look at it for free. If it was my book, I would, but but yeah, like there's so many different stitches in here, like the lattice stitch, the chevron, and it goes to like really good detail. I've seen other books where they just assume that you know a lot when you might not. But yeah, it even shows you how to crochet in the round. Just literally like everything that you would need to know about both Tunisian crochet and crochet. Teaching you how to finish, how to swatch, how to block your stuff. Like, it's very in depth. So I do have quite a few patterns in here that I'm very excited about doing. What's the first one? And these pictures in here are absolutely gorgeous. The Kensington tote bag. How adorable. And it looks like so much fun. I love the color blocking on this. It's very much inspirational and something that I would definitely do. It's all like Tunisian crochet knit stitch, so it's going to be super easy. The other one is the Hudson tassel throw. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think it's using the honeycomb stitch. Like how beautiful. How beautiful. These pictures are literally like I am obsessed with these. Is this okay, no. I don't know why I thought it was like a triangle. I guess the way she's holding it looks like a triangle. But uh there's the tea towels, which I think is nice. I think if you're gonna learn how to Tunisian crochet, you should start with like tea towels. Um, I don't think I'll be doing this, but I thought this was really interesting that she put in here. The Oxford floor poof. That's pretty cool. I don't have enough stuffing for that. I don't have, but that's like really cool. She has, what is this, like poncho? Not much of a poncho person, but I could see like if I wanted to make it for somebody. This one, the alpha wall hanging. So it's like regular Tunisian crochet, like pendant, and then you cross stitch on top of it. This is a close up of it. So you do like regular Tunisian crochet and then you literally cross stitch on top of it. I think that's such, I did not know that was even an option, but now I know and I'm going to use it. And she gives you graphs for all of them, which I think is great. And yeah, I'm definitely going to use that technique now. Thank you. Thank you so much. What else? There was one shawl in here that I absolutely loved. There's like a elm slouch hat. I think that's cool. Where is this thing at? Oh, here it is. It's the Sulta wrap triangle that I definitely want to make. I think it's like literally the perfect. Oh, it's just so good. It's like it's using the full stitch, which is one of my favorite stitches. Um, I'm just really excited to make it. So, yeah, if you want this book, I will link it down below. You can get it on Amazon, you can get the digital version on Amazon, but I would highly recommend getting this the hard copy or the paperback copy. I would, you know what else? I've seen books like spiral bound. I would have liked this book to be spiral bound. That's probably like my only thing about this is I would probably have liked this to be spiral bound. So there's that. And then it's the holidays. I gotta make somebody, I need to make at least one person a handmade item. I did start a tradition where I was making each person in my family a blanket, and then I stopped. It's just so much going on in a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just didn't make anybody a blanket this year. However, I do plan on making my husband a hat for work, and he needs one that's super warm because it gets really cold here in Virginia. And my husband is a blue collar worker, so he's always working outside, and he deserves a really nice warm hat. So I picked up this chunky yarn from Malabrigo. This is the Ventos Ventos in Black Forest. I got two of them, and this is the bulky 100 gram, 100% superwash merino. I got this. I got the superwash because the last hat my husband made, I made it out of like Malabrigo. It was an alpaca and wool mix. And he accidentally put it in the washing machine. So now it's literally the size of a baby hat. Like my 2-year-old can't even fit his head in it. So it's sitting there being useless. So I was like, okay, everything that I make you now is either going to be out of acrylic or superwash. So there's that. Now the pattern, the lady at, like, one of the workers at Mother of Yarns actually helped me pick out the pattern. And because I was like, oh, I want to do like a hat that's not like too hard because I want to be able to finish it like in a day. And I wanted to look nice and manly because a lot of knitting patterns are kind of like, feminine. So she helped me pick out, this is the pattern. It's called Chunky Ribbed Striped Hat by Kate Duncan. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'll link it down below. But yeah, it's really nice pattern, and it's gonna look even better with the black. Now, this is my first time knitting with black yarn. I know. That's how you know I love my husband. But it should be fine. Like, it's gonna work out really nice. And that's it. That's all I got from the yarn store. I'm saying that's it, but that was kind of a lot. Um, and yeah, I'm really excited about this book. I've been really getting into like crafting books for a long time. I thought they were not worth my money, but they are investments and I appreciate it. I did buy, before I bought that book, I was also interested in this Tunisian Crochet dictionary. So I got it. I got this actually before I left for vacation. And the reason why I purchased this book is because it has supposedly, and it does, I'm saying supposedly, and obviously it does, 501 stitches. This is the Tunisian Crochet Dictionary by Lori Harrison. This came out early, like mid-September. No, like in August. It came out in August. And you can get it on Amazon. I'll link it down below. But I've been going through it because I keep on saying I'm designing a new pattern. I'm designing a new pattern. And then you guys never see a pattern. I have ambitions, okay? So I've just been flagging like all of my favorite Tunisian crochet stitch combinations because there's some in here. I mean, I honestly didn't even think that there was more than like 10. But to find out that there's 501, absolutely. So I'm just going to show you some of the ones that I flagged that I really, really like. I mean, of course, other than like the Tunisian crochet full stitch, smock stitch, and the honeycomb stitch. There's like different variations of those two that I found like really appealing. So one of the first this is the working of increase, and it shows you like how to increase lace. I'm just like, oh my god, this is literally the best investment. So this is a stitch combination. This is the Tunisian crochet simple stitch, pearl stitch, and reverse horizontal stripe. It's so cool looking. Like, I could definitely see that stitch like, oh wait, no, sorry. I could definitely see this stitch in like a sweater, you know what I'm saying? Like a cardigan, you know what I'm saying? And I can see like you keeping it like one color, or sorry, you either keeping it all one color or like you change colors for the different like stitches. I was like, oh, how nice. What's another good one? I don't, some of these I don't even like recognize the names. So I'm going to, so this is DWD, so Twisted Down TBSS. I don't know what that is, but this is absolutely beautiful. This is a horizontal stripe stitch combination. And how absolutely beautiful is that? Oh my gosh. There's so many different ones. Like, I didn't even know that this was possible to do all of these. And so I flagged a lot of them. And yeah, I can't wait to like dig in because there's just so many good ones. But yeah, like I can literally I flipped through this book like many times, and every time I flip through it, like I find a new thing that I like. Like, how good is this book? And it has so many different like techniques and stuff that you can do. So if you are wanting to get into Tunisian crochet, I think these are the two books that you're gonna want to get. Okay, these are the two books that you want in your library because like it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good. With that being said, y'all remember in my y'all remember in my podcast episode when Tony said that she was collaborating with We Crochet for some crochet hooks and Tunisian crochet hooks. Y'all remember that podcast episode? I'll link it down below. That was my predictions because I hadn't yet seen The hooks, yeah. And like, how do I explain this? I think she like what's it called? Spoiled, like hinted at them that she was collaborating with We Crochet, but she didn't actually show them, and this was on Instagram. But she did show them in a YouTube video, but I hadn't had watched that video yet, so I didn't even know what they look like. And in that video, I predicted in my podcast episode where I was doing predictions of her Tunisian crochet hooks with We Crochet. I had predicted that she was gonna make metal Tunisian crochets that wasn't too pointy, but pointy enough to get in those stitches. They were gonna be a brown tone, neutral color, or bright. You know what I'm saying? With like her traditional, not traditional, but like her branded colors. They were gonna have a thumb rest. They were gonna have swivel cords, and they were gonna come with a really cute case. And then I saw the crochet hooks, and it had none of it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed, and I was like, oh, well, womp womp. But she announced literally like I think the last or the second last week of October. I think it was the last week of no, I think it was the last week of October where she announced that she was collaborating with Hobie. And then she showed the crochet hooks, and they were exactly what I predicted in the last prediction. She was probably, if she, I don't even think I know she subscribed, but I don't think she watched that video. If she did watch that video, she was like, oh my God, am I that predictable? Because I knew that like if it was going to be a serious collaboration, I really thought that Weave Crochet was going to come through, but Hobie is the one that did it. And yeah, she actually came out with another set of crochet hooks with Hobie, and yeah, I'm gonna link that down below too if y'all interested. But by the time this video goes out, I do think that the traditional crochet hooks are sold out, but there's plenty of Tunisian crochet hook sets if you're interested. This is one of 3 Tunisian crochet hook sets that are made of metal, that are in a set, that have swivel cords, that goes from, I think it's like 3.5 to 10. Because the only ones we had was like the Suella ones that I was irritated about. Not gonna lie. Okay. I was really irritated at the cost and the price. The AliExpress ones that I do own and use and cherish and love. And then that was it. And then now hers, which is nice. I'm gonna say this. I did order them, okay. But I was expecting them to be expensive. So when she announced that they were gonna come out like November 3rd, I put it on my calendar, I set an alarm. The only thing about it is she never told us how much it cost, and she never told us like what time they were dropping. So literally the next day I put it on my calendar. I woke up the next morning at 7:30, and I was like, oh, let me just look. Before I went to bed, I looked and it wasn't there. The next day on November 3rd, because I was like, these are going to sell out. They haven't sold out right now that I'm filming this video, but I was like, just in case, okay? So that morning, I woke up at 7:30 a.m. I looked at my phone. I went to the Hobie website. Matter of fact, I already had it loaded on my phone in my browser. That's how serious I was. I was already signed in. I already had everything else that I wanted to check out with. All I had to do was add those crochet hooks, put it in my cart, and then go. So I was expecting these crochet hooks, or the Tunisian crochet hooks, to cost like $180. That was for the perceived value, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in the actual review, but the perceived value that I saw of those, I was like, easily they're going to be 180, if not 200, right? With everything going on in the economy, I expected it to be like in the 180 200 range. And I was ready, I was ready, and I already accepted it in my soul that I was going to drop a lot of money on these crochet hooks, but I had to get them so that I can review them for you. And so I go on the website, I already had the Tunisian Crochet hook page on the Hobie website already preloaded. Those were the first hooks that came up. And I looked at the price, and the price was $120, and I was like, yeah. Immediately I put it in my cart, I checked out. And not only was it a reasonable price, but it came with free shipping. Now, I don't remember exactly where Hobie is located in the world. I think it's like Denmark. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. But because of the tariffs and everything, the tariffs for me, because I ordered stuff, was like $13. Now, you get free shipping if you spend like $75. But shipping from the Hobie website is like $7.99 or $5.99, $4.99, $5.99. I don't know. But if you spend $75, it's free. And so I was like, okay, cool, I get free shipping, but I have to pay tariffs. And that hit home for me. I was like, oh, this is real. Because I don't buy a lot of international stuff. Like, I have one indie yarn kniter that I really, really like that lives in Canada, but I haven't bought anything from her in a while. So this was the first time that I was face to face with like the concept of paying tariffs. And the fact that it was $13 and I wasn't getting anything for those $13 irritated me. So it was like I was paying like four times, 3 to 4 times the shipping. But it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Okay. And so they're on their way to me. I'm hoping that I'll get them sometime next week so I can review them for you guys and tell them all the things that I like. I already have my thoughts about them now, but before I have them in my hands, I'm going to hold that review. But yeah, I'm very excited for those. And I think that's also what drove me to buy the Tunisian Crochet handbooks, because I'm like, it's time to get to work. So yeah, I'm very excited about those. That's just a little tidbit on what's going on with me. But y'all didn't come to this video to find out about what's going on with me. I hope you did. I hope you care. But I know that you care more about who won the first giveaway of the month of gratitude. So the first winner won these Bello Coco. Oop, had it backwards. These Bello Coco crochet hooks, a full set. You guys, thank you so much for all your comments and all your entries. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Welcome to the family. And also, with every winner, they get a mystery box of yarn. So these boxes, fun fact, I did a giveaway, or I was doing a giveaway at 5K where I had 5 boxes for 5 lucky winners, but none of those people ever reached out to me and sent me their information. So I never was able to send them out. And I was going to do another giveaway, but I was like, let me just save these and just give them away during the month of gratitude. So you get a mystery box of yarn, and I don't even know what's in here. So I hope it's good. But I am going to put this in there when I mail it off to the lucky winner. And the lucky winner is, sorry, I got to get to the comment. It is Valencia Shelby 6240. Her comment was, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. It's easier to embrace life's, I don't know what word that is. Fish attitudes? I don't know. When you live each day with a attitude of gratitude. Here's to continuing to our journey of being great and grateful. Valencia, thank you so much for that comment, and thank you everybody else for your comments. I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, this is my way of giving back to the yarn community. So make sure you are sharing this video so more people can know about the great things that I'm doing here. And so then I can do more giveaways and the community can grow larger, and then I can give away bigger prizes, because that's what I want. Like I really like, genuinely, I want to give back to you guys in any way that I possibly can. So, Valencia, make sure that you email me with your name and mailing address to cozicrochetco@gmail.com. I will also put that down below. So you may be wondering, what do we get in this week's giveaway? Well, I think the topic of this video may have given it away, but I'm going to be giving away this beautiful set of Denise Tunisian crochet hooks. Like I said, this is a great way for you to learn Tunisian crochet by winning this set of Tunisian crochet hooks. You know, maybe picking up the books that I talked about here today. But this set of Tunisian crochet hooks, they're on the bigger side. So if you use like worsted weight, chunky, super chunky blanket yarn, this set is perfect for you. It has a 6.58. Why did it jump like that? 9, 10, 12, and a 15. And these are pretty good crochet hooks. They're a nice size. They just didn't work out for me because I have other sets that I prefer. So I don't want this to go to waste. I know somebody out there would love to try and explore Tunisian crochet. And yeah, you're going to get this and a random box of yarn. So you may be wondering, how do I enter? This time I do have a prompt for you. So in the comments down below, I want you to tell me which one of the patterns that I said from this book that I really am excited to make. If you need to, rewind the video. Find where I said I really want to, and it's multiple ones. So if you name any of the patterns that I talked about from this book, you're entered to win. And then, you know, let me know which ones you're excited about as well. I would love to know down below. All right, guys, that's it for today's podcast. I hope you have a wonderful day. And as always, create something gorgeous. Bye, guys.